Let's roll as we go and deal with it as we will. Now, as I said, I've never beaten a B scenario, so I don't really know all of his encounters. And it's been a long time since I played this game anyway, and I played Claire's B scenario, not Leon's. I don't know what's going to differentiate. Let's roll. Now open this up and let's go to exploring. Well, this area has been kind of ruined. This area has been completely blockaded. I can't open it because of the debris. That's a shame. That was a very useful hallway. Oh, might as well go forward. There's something walking towards me, and it's not me. Actually, according to my map, where is I guess this is the same hallway I was in. It's just been a little bit destroyed, so I better run for it. Okay, there you are, sir. Drax doing his fun thing. On the bright side, he killed all the birds, so he's not so bad in my book. Just gonna watch him come for me a little bit. I'm gonna go this way. It's nice to have a stalker enemy that you know you can rely on. Excuse me, Liquor. Hi. Now, put this through and drop off a few things we don't need. I'm not going to use these for a while. Got more of those. I'm not going to use the valve for a while, so I'll put it here. Alright, that should be good. Now, what did I exactly change? I guess I should go back to the hallway I came from this way. Let's go explore. I'm going to assume I need to go the way the Liquor is, because I need to... The only thing which I've changed is that the area near him is different. Oh, they sense me. Thank you for your ton. It's nicely appreciated. Of course, there's 2 Liquors in this hallway, so it's a little bit more tedious to get through, but if we can sneak by the first one, we'll be okay in making our way. Leon's in caution mode, so I should keep this herb on hand. What's here? Well, I guess I'll take the ink ribbons. Nothing inside. I've got a surprising amount of ink ribbons right now. It's been neglected and it's covered with dust. What's here? Will I take the shotgun shells? Sure. I'll shot you some shells. Need to investigate this. A woman's relief. There's a hole about the size of a fist. Now what we probably need is this blue shiny because I need a key card. Yep, there it is. The blue key card. I think we all suspected it to actually be here. A woman's relief, hole about that size. Why not? I'm on the run. And there's the Liquor. I don't remember that, but it didn't actually scare me, surprisingly. Let's go on out. Liquors are easy enough to dodge if you're in an open space like that, so I'm not going to deal with taking care of it. These Liquors I'm a little bit more concerned about, but I don't think I have enough to do here to make it worthwhile. Yep. Excuse me, sirs. Thankfully, I got to the doors. Okay, Liquors aren't all that bad. If you're on low enough health, they can decapitate you, but yeah, you're fine most of the time. Let me drop a few more things off. Put you here, there. So many shotgun things to move around. We're good. Now that we actually have the key card, we can start investigating more of the police station. Okay, Leon, you got this. You just gotta run right over this way. I climb on down best I can. Leon's sort of hunching over and grabbing his side, so I'd imagine walking down a ladder right now isn't the easiest thing. Still, we can start making more progress here to make our way slowly but surely out of the good old police station. Take my key card. I have to just observe the computer. We use the computer? Yes. To lock service, with the key card. We use the blue card key, of course. Checking the ID card. There we go. 2 doors unlock. Or make that 3 doors. Right. Hall doors unlocked. However, though, we know for a fact we don't want to go to the door over here, the one I'm walking towards, because there's a shit ton of zombies in there. I don't think we have a purpose to go there yet. For now, we'll head this way. Maybe going from the top would be a better option, but I'm going to do it this way. Life is worth a few risks. At least that's what I tell myself. Excuse me, sir. There's an office over by the reception desk. I'll let this guy wander a bit more towards me. Make sure that I don't guess I trigger this zombie, because it's a zombie party. Corpse party, if we will. Policemen more to them. I think I've read this before. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the rainy. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the combination, but I remember the combination is exactly the same, so whatever. Oh yeah, I already got rid of the key cards. I don't really need it, do I? I hope I find another herb soon. The desk is locked. We use the small key? Yes, you use the small key. Inside it, I guess I will pick up more shotgun shells. However, though, I should probably move out of here. More shotgun shells will be something I'll much appreciate later in the game, but for the moment I want to stockpile all of that. Will there be a liquor in here? Probably, but I don't know that for a fact. Discard files. Sure, Leon, sure. If I can get the cord earlier this time than last time, I'll be better off. The head is missing. It seems to have been twisted off. So I guess the liquor's not here. It's locked. A spade is etched under? Sure. Strange collection of blood. And there's another herb. There's another item box coming up soon, so that should be okay. Nothing special? That's what he thinks. I'm going to be a bit cautious here. Thankfully, this area isn't overrun yet. Eventually, I'm not going to want to come back to this part of the good old RPD police station for any good reason. I remember that happening in Leon's scenario. That actually startled me a little bit right now, but I remember that happening. I was wondering why it didn't happen in Claire's, but there it goes. It wouldn't happen right now. This room never has anything in terms of enemies. I'm always a little bit surprised. Operation reports. The only problem with this is that I think I've read almost all the files last time, so... yeah, so... unfortunately, we're mostly going to be skipping through files that I recognize because we just read them through Claire's A scenario. They're the exact same files. Alright. Which, for streaming, I read all of them last night. For the Let's Play, they've already all been seeing Claire's A scenario, so yeah. Anyways, Leon defaultly starts with a lighter. There's a sign over here for me. Oh yeah, I'll take more handgun bullets. I'm trying to stock up on supplies for later. Hopefully that's a good strategy, because it means I'll have to suffer a little bit more right now, but later in the game will be a bit easier. Let's use the lighter. Ta-da, a red gem. Sure, I'll take it. We should almost actually have both red gems. Now it goes a lot faster than Claire's scenario, because Leon just automatically starts with the lighter, which makes this puzzle go a little bit faster, and we know exactly where we need to drop off the red gems, so yeah. Let's open up this part. And thankfully there's an iron box coming up, because I need to free my pockets. God, okay, I was hoping to dodge him, but he was directly in the way, so there wasn't going to be a good way for me to do that. Currently I'm probably still in yellow caution, so I'm not going to heal yet. I'm secretly hoping that I find a better healing item, and I'll be able to use it shortly. Now, we obviously need to use the diamond key up ahead. We haven't actually picked up any keys yet besides the key card. This area is surprisingly absent, and I don't know where Mr. X comes from. This gives me bad vibes of the Mr. X location. Because that area is just absolutely packed for Claire. Pick up these last two herbs, I guess. On the bright side, I am starting to get myself healed up. I'm getting more healing items than I was expecting myself to have, if I can be honest. I just have to keep that up, and I'll be probably okay. I don't have the costume closet key, obviously, so I take handgun bullets, yes. Okay, there's also a file there, which I can obviously see from here. Operation Report 2. I'm not sure if I actually read or picked this up. September 28th, early morning, 2:30 a.m., zombies overran the operation room and another battle broke out. We lost 4 more people, including David. We're down to 4 people, including myself. We failed to secure the weapons cache and hope for our survival continues to diminish. We won't last much longer. We agreed upon a plan to escape through the sewer. There's a path leading from the precinct underground to the sewage disposal plant. We should be able to access the sewers through there. The only drawback is that there is no guarantee the sewage disposal plant is free of any possible dangers. We know our chances in the sewers are slim, but anything is better than simply waiting here to die. In order to buy more time, we locked the only door leading to the underground, which is located in the eastern offices. We left the key behind in the western office, since it's unlikely that any of those creatures have the intelligence to find it and unlock the door. I pray that this operation report will be helpful to whoever may find it. Recorder Elliot Edward. Yeah, I didn't read that before, so there I go. Drop off a few items before I pick up more. Doing this collection of herbs I'm starting to get here. Shotgun shells, put them away for later. I'll keep the red gem out because I think I know what I need to do with it. There's, that looks like ink ribbon stuff right there, but I might be mistaken. I am not mistaken. Alright, I'm also going to check back here to make sure there's, like, nothing. Seem to be pretty A-okay. We're good. I'm going to save once here. Let's save my progress. Yes, use an ink ribbon. Save right over there, and good. Okay. Hoping for a first aid spray or an ink ribbon soon. Not an ink ribbon, what the fuck am I talking about? Or a red herb or a first aid spray soon, but for the moment I'm not going to get my hopes up. Anything through these parts? Copy paper and office supplies. I guess that is what somebody would take the time to stuff under the stairs. Let's go up the stairs though. We know where to get the second red jewel, and then we can actually make progress. So I'm going to finish exploring up here for maybe obvious reasons. The only problem is there's another convenient item box. I'm going to have to backtrack a little bit if I want to get convenient item box in. The knob turns, but the door won't budge. It seems to be sealed from the other side. Oh dear. How do we solve this puzzle? It's around in the morning. The god of the sun, the god of the moon, their gaze upon me is the only thing that can release the red souls, sure. There's one thing I'll say about Resident Evil 2. I think its puzzles are a bit easy. Comparatively to Resident Evil 1 and even Resident Evil 3, I think the puzzles are a lot easier in this one. Let me push this in the way. Even the later game, unless there's like some super tough puzzle, which I... Of course, I'm doing this backwards. Fuck my life. I was talking and focusing on the chat. I did something dumb. The puzzles are still pretty easy, though. They're mainly puzzles that you would just sort of overlook if you're having difficulty here, because even the later game puzzles are kind of just push this over there. It's mostly item collecting. There's less logic puzzles and more read this poem, figure out what it means. It must mean something pretty obvious, like push this over here, push that over there, so forth and so on. So, I think, what was the last puzzle in the game? I guess technically it's the synthesized puzzle, the one we were making the cure, and even that is pretty simple there, so... Well, it's not that I'm failing, it's not that the puzzle's hard of why I messed up there, it's just I wasn't focusing on it. I mean, it's obvious that you push this to face that and that to face this. It's not very hard to do, it's not very hard to figure out. It's an easy puzzle, and the puzzles later in the game are pretty easy too, it's just... It's mostly item collecting, that's the thing. I'm wondering, with the remake being recently announced, if such a thing could be made a little bit more challenging. The puzzles in remake are a little bit harder than the puzzles in Resident Evil 1, for example. But yeah, you pick this up. You take the red jewel. Yep, we have both, which means we can use that over here. But literally, like, about over half the puzzles in the game, quote-unquote puzzles, are more just collect X item and bring the item over there. Now, Resident Evil's full of that, but the puzzles compared to Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 3, and even Code Veronica, are comparatively pretty easy. Go to the S.T.A.R.S office. There we go. Leon, in another world, maybe you could have been a S.T.A.R.S officer. Also, in here we get... Is that a Magnum? Ah, that's a Magnum. Okay. Of course, I'll save that for later. There are various devices. This must be where they gathered information. Several files from past cases. Nothing useful here. Looks like a rookie's desk. You don't say. Looking here for supplies myself. It's a picture of a young man. There's a good chance it's her boyfriend. Do you think Jill has a boyfriend? Because this is Jill's desk. Do you think the man is? Chris probably asks himself that every day. Probably reflects the owner's personality. Here's Chris's notes that we already picked up before. Chris does what Chris likes to do. Alright. Over here. Appears to be a replica of a gun. That's obviously Barry's desk. Now then, pick up the handgun bullets. And of course, I'm now going to observe this desk 50 times. I tried doing this, Claire, but we had some issues. Gonna do it now. Picking stuff up. We only need to observe this desk 50 times. I don't think that the Magnum ruins the game, really. I mean, the Magnum was even Resident Evil 1. It's just Resident Evil's always had different types of firearms, and some monsters are still rather tricky even with the Magnum. It's limited supply, and you can only use it for a certain amount there, so yeah. Let me keep spanning. Glance, and here we go. We take the film, yes. Also, if you use the Magnum on the earlier monsters, you're going to be wasting it for when you actually need it later in the game. I don't think giving you the Magnum earlier is a bad thing, especially since they never give you much ammo for it. If you use it earlier, then you're basically wasting it. A picture of the S.T.A.R.S members. There you go. That's just my opinion there, but there are trophies. One of them reads Marksman Contest winner Chris Redfield. Alright, nothing suspicious, nor out of the ordinary. Will I get a fax machine? I'm about to get... No, I didn't get a fax machine thing, so yay. Let's go. And that would be my argument as well. I think getting the Magnum earlier doesn't take away from the horror or anything like that. I don't understand the argument. Not to mention, I don't think you've played these games. I don't know. It's not when you get the Magnum, it's when you use it that makes a difference. Especially since you have such low ammo for it. You don't get much for it. So, yay. Let's go on down. I'm going to drop some things over here and develop the good old Rebecca film so I can actually catch her that properly without the game crashing entirely there, but still though. Let's put it away. And develop the film here. Yep, develop good old Rebecca Chambers. Hi, Rebecca, report, blah. Film D. I wish that there was like a weird note from Wesker with that. Just like this. I don't know what Wesker would write actually, but I just wish there was like a dumb note to go with it. We put the Magnum there, and we should be okay. Let's go on out. Open sesame. I'm gonna try and go upstairs and see what we can do. Rebecca Chambers is over 18, so technically no. Just, it's kind of weird. It's a weird Easter egg, but partly is what makes it kind of funny. Especially a character like Wesker, who's always like, serious. Super, and he just almost always has a super stern look on his face and sunglasses and glazed back hair and super evil. I'm gonna become a god in Resident Evil 5, and earlier before that he's doing fucking Matrix flips in Code Veronica. Resident Evil 1 he's like, it's magnificent. Just to imagine him having some hot for Rebecca Chambers, all characters. It's just kind of like, oh. Now, there run by when I have a chance to. I'm gonna use this herb. I'll get more herbs later. This hallway was going to be a bitch there. Ventilation shaft. It's too small to crawl through. I'm hoping there's not a bunch of zombies in this next room. But we'll find out.
Hey! Wait!
Sherry dropped the key. You take the pristine key, that's the diamond key, right? Check. It's in the shape of a diamond. Yes, it is. Let me look at this also. Will you take the shotgun shells? You bet I will. Shotgun shells.
Leon!
And Claire.
Claire, you made it!
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
No. Steven, why are you being so critical of Resident Evil 2 right now? And the things you're saying don't even make sense. The zapping, and no, I just didn't find the use. I found a use for the club key, which was I found a use for it, but I didn't find all the uses for it because I never discarded the key and so I never found the second use for the club key. I found all the uses for the diamond key, so yeah. But no, this is the diamond key. We already know where the use of the diamond key goes, so yeah.
I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Okay, Claire. I got it. Be slowly dying over here if you need me. I need another small key. There's a small drawer that I can open up right here, but I already used the small key. If I find the small drawer, I'll remember that this is here. The desk is locked. Let's go on out. Now, I'm actually going to take the way behind me, because I think that's going to be easier than the other route to get to where I need to use the diamond key. I wonder if the solution to this puzzle is exactly the same. Push it to the right. Wait, it's to the left there. No, wait, no, I need to return power first. It won't turn on until after I go up here. Oh no. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going the other way. So yeah, to get to where I want to go, I definitely should go backwards. Let me go up here. Let's books about chemistry. You got it. They break out a lot earlier in the B scenario. That doesn't happen till much later in the other one. Yep. It looks like the puzzle solution is exactly the same though. Right, left, blink, right. Pretty basic. Alright. Let's push it to the left. And I'll do it from here. Move this to the, not the left, the right. Right, and that's when it needs to be pushed over, and then it should already, the puzzle should already, no, I moved to the left, god dang it. That means I just have to move to the right. One to the right, and to the right, there we go. Puzzle is solved, and we get the thing inside. Let me go get it, it's gonna be... We take the bishop plug, that is actually new. It's different than when you get there originally, but sure, I'll take it. You've taken the bishop plug. I'll figure out what that's for later. I remember there was a note about checker puzzle earlier. I just didn't find a clear scenario. Actually, I think I remember getting those as Leon. Right, actually, I think I know. Yeah, I know what. It's the replacement for the other puzzle. It's Leon's replacement for the serpent tile thing puzzle that you get. So, yeah. Let's go on out. Okay. I should run by when I have a chance to. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna get grabbed here a few times. Okay, the only way I'm gonna get by here is if I shake a zombie off, and it shakes off all of them. This is my only chance at surviving this particular scenario. Actually, I think I survived it. Okay, I'm good then. Let's roll. That went better than I expected, especially since I've only used one healing item so far. I need to pick up a healing item before I move on, so yar. Thankfully, there's not much threat between here and the location that I came from, so yeah. But I should use the first use of the diamond key, which is over here, and I have a chance to. Not to mention that I need the way to get over here easily, so. Got everything which I need over in this part of the place, so. I need to make a secure route to this side of the mansion, or to this side, so of course. I'm dead, yeah. Those zombies were not there before, and you guys all know that. Well, let's see where I made this. Yeah, that's some backtracking I'm gonna have to do. I was about to go save my game too. Oh well, at least I know what to expect this time, because they spawn zombies behind you at that point. That's gonna be a nuisance. I did save my game here, so yeah, this would be about where I would cut up to anyways. Actually, I'm going to do it like this, and we should be good. Sex, it'd be faster if I wasn't making really too many save states. It'd be faster if I actually loaded my game.
Resident Evil 2.
I don't try to use the save states too often. I was just curious if I made it before or after, but I wasn't really trying to rely on it since we saved last time. The closest file that we have is here. You once again stepped into the world of survival horror. Good luck. Now, I should load myself up full of a few extra things, so yeah. I know zombies broke through the window. The path which I took is still going to be the best way to get back here, but I need to be a little bit more prepared this time. I'll take a few more herbs, and I will make a mixed herb right now. Okay.